And thank you, Kai, for making some time today. Just first, how you feeling? I know Ezra just said that you were in concussion protocol. How are you feeling right now?
I'm good. I'm good. I was able to see my kids in the past couple of days. They gave me lots of hugs and kisses, and spend some quality time. I'm good. I did some work today. Obviously, got on the treadmill, and but it's protocol, and this is really good that the league is doing this, and the teams are doing this, making sure that they're checking on us when something does happen with head collusion, because it's not just about today, but about years from now. So I'm respecting the protocol, but I feel good, and hopefully it's not like in the past.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And then just moving, I guess, moving on to another topic. There, another two-goal lead didn't end up with 3 points last week. How do you guys kind of let that stop that from becoming a mental thing where it's like, oh, you guys are up 2-0, here we go again? How do you guys kind of stop that from happening?
Yeah, it's going to be a roller coaster of a season, really. But again, as you just said there, just mental strength and mental readiness to most of these things is what we have to do as players. We've been tested, obviously, early on in the season, and into maybe 3 games, being in a really good, comfortable lead, and not being able to finish it out. But again, in soccer, as they always say, two-goal lead is the most dangerous lead you can take. But for us, really, we're just going to learn, through all these things, and know with the coaching staff, they're not, so happy. And even for us as players, we're not so happy in not being able to maximize, the points that we could get at home. But we can't dwell on it because, we still have a pretty good record here at home. And even in the season, yes, we're not in the best position where we would like to be, but we don't want to dwell on it. We want to build and learn from those mistakes, which we have watched videos this morning coming back to training, and hopefully we can learn to move forward.
Thank you. Next, we will go to Doug McIntyre from Fox.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Hi, Kai. Thanks for doing this. Two for me, if you will. I know how much you enjoyed your time in Montreal from speaking to you last year. Just curious how the trade went down from your perspective, and how you've enjoyed Chicago. You're the 10th MLS city you played in. What it's been like there so far, and just in terms of the record. I mean, you're getting closer to that all-time mark. I know you want to focus on the team rather than individual goals, but what would it mean to you to be the all-time leading scorer in MLS history? Thanks so much.
Thanks, Doug. I think that's 3.5 questions, but I'll let you slide. Um, I'm happy being here in Chicago. Really, I'm happy being here. I know. Remember before going over to Montreal, I did have my agent reach out to Chicago last year and ask if there was any interest. Obviously, it wasn't. So I'm happy to be here now. And everything happens for a reason. Really, just coming here now and seeing the younger players, and being part of this locker room and being able to help on and off the field. It's really what something I'm going to focus on, to doing that. Uh, Montreal is in the past. Love the city, love the people. The fans are amazing. Love the players I was able to share the locker room with, and some of the ones that left and went overseas. But to really be here in Chicago, for example, right when I got traded or moved here to Chicago, I remember getting a text message from Georgie Mihailovic, and just telling me that, hey, you're gonna love Chicago, or even his father reaching out to me, say, hey, this is gonna be a great city for you. So that's the best thing about it. But yeah, I'm not gonna dwell on it. I'm just gonna focus into playing, and I'm not gonna count how many teams I've played on. It's fun for other people, other guys around me, to saying, hey, how many more teams are gonna play for the whole league? I'm not gonna count that. I'm just happy to be playing, continue playing. And hopefully, I'm still in the quest for MLS Cup that hasn't reached me yet. So, I'm driven every day.
Thanks. And just in terms of the record, you probably forgot because yeah, that was one of the
I'm
last
a
of my 3 questions.
I'm a
Thanks, guy.
I'm a striker. I have a short memory, so I promise it's not the concussion. When you say goals and records, it's just comes and go. No, I'm just I'm honored to be able to do what I love doing and be able to be up there with those guys. But it's a lot of respect. There's a lot of hard work, and it's not just about the goals, but the teams and the guys that pass me these balls to score these goals. But I'm focused. I'm really not focused on that because again, it's not a far reach for being next and next in line. It's not a far reach for me. But like I said, my bigger goal is it's not just to score goals, but it's also to win games.
Fair enough. Good luck, Kai. Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Thank you. Next, we will go to Miguel AJ from ChicagoFireFC.com.
Hey Kai, heading into the game against Atlanta, what do you think the team has learned in the past couple of games, given that results haven't gone the way that the team would have liked?
Thank you. I think we've learned a lot. We've learned. Obviously, we got our first win, on the road, and gotten a tough result in Philadelphia. It wasn't easy to going out there and being players down. So we learned a lot, and even the way we've played at home to close out games. Again, still under 10 games in the season, and these are the things you learn the first 10 games of the season. So hopefully we're able to translate that and go into Atlanta, which it's a tough place to play. It's artificial turf. That's one, and the stadium different. Everything is going to be different than playing in Atlanta. And the team, at the same time, they do have a lot of firepower. But again, it's up to us to continue to play our game and believe in ourselves, and that's what we're working on over here. We do have our style of play, and hopefully, if we can just continue to work on our style of play and close out the games, then it's going to be good for us.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. We will go, unless anyone else wants to put their hand back up, last question to Larry Hawley from WGN.
Hey, Kai, thanks for taking some time today. I'm curious, as you've been in the league and now you come to this locker room, what's the thing you enjoy the most about being a leader? And what are the lessons you want to give to younger players, not only for longevity in the league, but also to help the team, find success here and rise to the top of MLS?
It's been an honor really to have played most of my career here in MLS and knowing the system about the different season which we play, winter, spring, fall, every summer, and just being able to tell the guys to be ready for this and prepare for this, or just the travels, how we travel, which is so much better now with all our charters and the transition into games or altitudes or in different time zones. But at the same time, I think my most important message I always pass on to some of these guys around me is consistency. It's not everybody wants to, how do you keep doing this, year after year? I say consistency. It's always been my key. How can you stay consistent in everything you're doing? And it's not just on the weekends, games after games, but it's every day when I come to training. When I'm here at training and I'm working the same as I did yesterday, with a smile on my face, it's just showing that, you got to be consistent in what you're doing. It's not taking days off, because being a pro, it's easy, sorry. Easy is not the word to say it's easy to be a pro. But a lot of guys are going to get opportunity to get drafted from college or homegrown from academies to be signed into professional contracts. But now it's, what are you going to do with that? How consistent are you going to be, to make sure that you know how to be a pro? And hopefully I'm able to, pass that along to some of these guys, because it's not about being a pro, but knowing how to be a pro.